So hello, I'm going to I'm going to continue my walk through Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Take care now.
God be with you.
God be with you.
Do you have any quicksilver? Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter. He said you sent him away empty-handed 3 times already.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Can't you? In the Sasau monastery? That seems unlikely. It looks more like you're lining your own pockets to me. I wonder what people would have to say about that.
It's not. I'm not. Oh, shit.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon.
They came for me at noon.
To the office.
Directly to the office.
Somewhere on his rounds.
The overseer was somewhere on his rounds.
Some nights it was.
Some night it was. Without a crest. Armed.
He called himself Sir Jezek.
He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to you?
How did you hand it over to
I
them?
take it up the hill behind the
I
monastery.
take it up the hill behind the monastery
There's a
here.
big tree there with a small chapel.
There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath.
Rapota is there waiting for me.
Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me.
Leave it there.
If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
What did they threaten you
They
with?
said they know people in the monastery.
They said they know people in the monastery,
Have me thrown out and
that they'd have me thrown out and
you had
beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing. I mean, before then.
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you.
Yes, they knew my name.
Yes,
everything.
they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
Very well. Thank you.
Watch over you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Finally! I'm glad you stopped. Take care.
I hope I can be of help to you.
Can we do something about the price?
Well,
Agree?
Agree?
it'll take more than that to persuade me.
See now, I knew we'd come.
See now, I knew we'd come. Welcome. The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
You look different, Master.
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in.
So as to fit
I
in.
didn't know that I'm in town.
I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Right.
Right.
So what have you found out so far?
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver.
I found out where they get their
You're right,
quicksilver
it was the
from.
monastery.
You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapita.
Not much, but it's a start.
Not much,
At least
but
not
it's a
common
start.
name.
At least it's not a common name.
I had another
Listen,
thought
Henry.
on the way here.
I had another thought on the
Those
way here.
counterfeiters have to have a punch
Those
die.
counterfeiters have to have a punch
Yes,
die
of
to make the
course.
fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work.
That's
There's a
sophisticated
man I
work.
know who works at the monastery.
There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard. Master engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that
No,
he's...
not that, God forbid.
No,
I
not
know
that,
him
God
well.
forbid.
He never
I
did
know
anything
him
like
well.
that.
He'd never do
But he
anything
runs an
like that.
engraving workshop.
But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
Ask with tact.
But ask
I don't
with
want him
tact.
getting offended.
I don't want him getting
I prefer
offended.
you not to mention me at all.
And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of
That's
something.
all.
That's all.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It's too deep here.
It's too deep here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah! Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'm at your service. I'm at your service. See you later.
I'd like to do.
I'd like to do.
Well,
Is this an? It's not.
Is this an?
it's not.
Finally.
Finally.
You ever work with copper here?
Do you ever work with copper
No.
here?
And even if I wanted.
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the Monastery Craftsman's Yard has bought out all the copper.
What can you tell me about the Sasau Black?
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. There's Zach, who has a forge in the craftsman's yard and mostly works on the construction of the church. And then, apart from me, there's Master Armourer Otter of Rabstein.
Tell me more about Zach.
Tell me more about Zach.
much time for him myself.
Don't have much time for him myself.
No
He
question.
knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus, will be a master armourer in Prague one day.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me. That's how fathers are, isn't it?
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master Otter.
Can you tell me something about Master Otter?
Can you tell me something about Master Otter?
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's worked for the lords of Kunstadt and for the richest townsfolk of Prague.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him here?
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's enjoying the peace and quiet. Or rather, he used to enjoy some peace. That dispute with Zach must have put a few more wrinkles on his brow.
What are Zach and Master Otter arguing?
What are Zach and Master Otter arguing about?
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otter's place for him. Except that Otter's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's barely let go of his mother's skirt. And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otter every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots, and that his son will see him off.
That will be all. Thank you.
That will be all. Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah.
God be with you, Henry.
Good day, Henry.
Back trouble?
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
How goes the work, Master?
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here anyway?
What are you doing here anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs, for today the fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. Or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest, as though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
I have a message for him.
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you.
Does Florian have any enemies?
Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths?
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
About some girl.
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bathmaid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your Thank you. Good luck. I'll leave you to your work.
Good luck to you.
God be with you, Henry.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
God be with you, Henry.
I hear you're at odds with Apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened? What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I can see the harm, so I sent her into him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
I'd like to know more about the kidnapping.
Good luck, then.
Welcome, Henry.
Coming? God bless.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
Who the hell are you?
What?
My name's Henry.
Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then? All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapporteur mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
Counterfeiting is a crime against the king.
Counterfeiting is a crime against the king. I don't have to prove anything to have you dragged straight to the executioner.
And what if you're wrong? What's then? Under torture, everyone confesses, whether they did it or not. You'll never know for sure.
I already know for sure. You admitted it yourself a moment ago.
I won't tell you anything just the same. I can't, even if I wanted to.
Why not?
Those bastards kidnapped Esther.
Those bastards kidnapped Esther.
They'll kill her.
If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
Who is Esther?
Who is Esther?
My girl, of course.
My girl, of course. That scum took her right out of the bathhouse.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too.
Listen, I'll tell you everything.
Listen,
I promise.
I'll tell you everything. I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
So I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her. But nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
Very well. I'll bring back your
Very well.
Esther. Really?
I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
I will. I swear to God Almighty. Please, just bring her back to me. Nothing else matters.
Where are they keeping her?
In the Scallots Hills.
In the Scallots Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines. That's where I saw her last. They took me there when I said they had to let me speak to her.
All right. I'll go there and try and think of something.
You're my saviour.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything can happen.
God be with you.
God save you, Henry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on there? Who's there?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Tired of life, are you? Raise the alarm! Watch out! What's the matter? Come on! Alarm!
Yeah.
Hey! All of you, gather here! Raise the alarm! Come here, Lily.
Yeah.
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 You can't hide from me.
What's going on there? Hey! Who's there? What's that?
What's going on?
What's going on? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Tired of life, are you? Bring it on!
I'm not gonna die here.
I'm not gonna die here. No. Yeah.
Hey, who's there? What's going on there? What's going on there? Who's there? Who's there? Well, I'm him. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter. To arms! Get over here! Come here! Over here! Over here!
Yeah.
Alarm! Bring it on!
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll do anything. Just please take me away from here.
They won't hurt you now.
However did you find me?
Florian told me where they took you.
I'm a fool. I thought he was just a dandy, God knows why. And it turns out he's a villain in league with thieves. And a coward too. This whole time he knew where I was.
It's not Florian's fault.
It's not Florian's fault. He was terrified they'd do something to you. They had him over a barrel.
You're right. Poor Florian must have been more scared than me.
I'd say so.
We should probably set off.
I'll go with you.
I'll go with you. I'd hate to lose you on the way.
What in the hell was that?
Greetings.
I found that Esther of yours.
I know. Back already. How can I ever thank you?
By telling me all about the goings-on with Rapita.
They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the ship harbor. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rapita. And a knight they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rapita?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther, there was nothing to be done.
I suppose I better go.
I suppose I better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Good luck, and thanks for the help. Goodbye.
Hey, what are you playing at?
Hey, what are you playing at here?
God be with you, Henry. God be with you, Henry.
Turn up in my tatty old dress, I'll be a laughing stock. Things are going from bad to worse. It's about time the Lords did something about it.
Indeed. We can only pray for deliverance.
Are you Rappator by any chance?
Pardon me?
No, but I'm
Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right now. I'd best be off.
It'll only take a moment.
What do you want? All right then. What do you want?
I know that you spy on Florian.
I know that you spy on Florian. I know you were involved in the kidnapping of the bath maid, and I know why you're doing it all.
It seems there's no point in making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
Yeah.
No, I give up.
So, are you ready to talk?
So, are you ready to talk?
I will. I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other problems.
It's in the Skullet's mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Who is your lord?
Sir Yezhek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Yezhek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Yezhek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Who are you anyway?
Who are you anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Yezhek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Yezhek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
So who's the Yezhek working for?
So who's Sir Yezhek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Yezhek was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
I think I've heard enough.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I prefer you just kill me here and now.
You're not worth tainting my sword.
You're not worth tainting my sword with your blood. Now get lost before I change my mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
God save you.
What sort of a piece of rubbish have you sold me? I made one cut with it and it's completely unusable.
Wait. Not so fast. What do you mean, unusable?
Completely blunt. It's a wonder it didn't snap.
And were you slashing a Saracen with it?
What Saracen?
Well, it's a sword from the Holy Land. Clearly it works only on the Saracens and other heretics.
You didn't say anything like that when I bought it.
I thought you were knowledgeable enough to know what you're buying, when it's worth that kind of money. In any case, no refund.
You son of a bitch.
Take care.
About that sword. Can we do something?
Well.
What about this?
What about this?
That's...
See now. I need a skilled swordsmith in Pribyslavitz
who'll put good, strong steel in my men's hands. Are you interested?
What? Give up my shop here to move to some ruins in the woods? Trade's not so great right now, true, but why would I do that?
You're looking at it all wrong.
You're looking at it all wrong. You should see it as an investment in a better future. How many smiths are there here in Sasau alone? In Pribyslavitz, you be the one and only. And the village is growing and growing, so there'll be fat profits to be had.
I can see you're an enterprising young man.
I'll do it.
All right, I'll do it. God be with you. Henry, I'm glad you came. Take care.
Down upon the deck. My humble... See you later.
Let's have a word about...
Since it's you, I'd almost shake
Since it's you.
I'd almost shake on that. Finally, a...
Good health to you.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah.
I'd like to enroll.
All right.
Of course.
What's your name?
Henry.
I'll make a note of it. And I need to know.
I've had plenty of practice with an axe and shield, so I'll go for that.
Good. Get yourself ready. You're next in line.
No kurwa, no co jest?